How's it going there, YouTube? I am the Shaz here, back with another video going over Kimi no Kokoro wa Kagayaiteru kai, the aqua song that is part of the voltage ranking event for this Valentine's Day exchange event. Now, Kimi Koko on its surface is not very complex. As you can see right here, a cleansable 10% off attribute debuff for non-natural type cards, 3 note gimmicks, natural attribute cards gain 10% appeal for 20 notes, happens 15 times. The second, fill your SP gauge by 50%, that happens at the beginning of the song. And then the third note gimmick, if you miss a note, removes all buff excluding those affecting base values. Now, the ACs are all voltage based with no intra AC gimmicks in them. Okay, great. Now, here is where voltage ranking players will come to look to, for a lack of a better term, exploit the voltage ranking event. Now, for those of you unfamiliar, you can do Advanced Plus or story songs towards your voltage rankings. Now, for Kimi Koko, because we do not have the Advanced Plus version yet on global, don't even get me started about that, but there are a few story stages that we can utilize depending on the cards that we have. Now, there are 4 different story stages where we can utilize Kimi Koko if our natural attribute cards are not good. The first that we're going to be playing today is Story Chapter 21, Stage 8. And we'll talk about this in a little bit. But Story Chapter 21, Stage 8, you can play on either the normal difficulty or the hard difficulty. The big difference is the note damage and the AC reward voltage. If you look at the normal version only does 70 damage per note. The hard version deals 482 damage per note. AC voltage 720,000 versus 196,000. And as we toggle back and forth between both of the songs, you realize they have the same note count. Now, Suyo's great website, suyo.be, you can come here to look at this information yourself. What Suyo does that's great is, in the story chapter stages, he notates which beat maps are being used for that particular story stage. So as you can see, Story Chapter 21, Stage 8 is using the advanced beat map. Also using the advanced beat map are Story Chapter 12, Stage 5, and Story Chapter 16, Stage 3. Now, as you can see, they both have the same advanced beat map, and both are, instead of natural attribute cards, are geared towards smile attribute cards. But, as you can see, both of these stages deal considerably more damage. Story Chapter 16 deals 339 damage per note, with a total of 548k reward voltage. Story Chapter 12 deals 271 damage per note and has 548k voltage as a reward for clearing the ACs total. Now, if you have, let's say, a Great Smile First Year's comp, let's say you have Parade Pana, Cat Huririn, and Moonrabbit Shizuku, all max limit broken, you can play Story Chapter 12, Stage 5, and this will count towards your voltage ranking totals. Now, for me personally, because I have Fest Koto, Fest Ellie, and Initial Yohane all at max limit break, I'm going to be playing Story Chapter 21, Stage 8. And because the note damage is so low, I'm going to be basically selling out and going all in. I don't have to worry about stamina sticks. I'm not going to need to worry about my stamina. All I'll need to worry about is scoring. Now, I'm going to chapter 21, stage 8. You find that right between episodes 8 and 9. Now, because the song itself is on the advanced beat map, but it is on the easier difficulty, what I am going to do is I'm going to use a cheerleader Kanon guest. Right? If cheerleader Kanon works great, especially if you are looking to cycle SP gauges a ton. And so what I'm going to do with this song is utilize a cheerleader Kanon guest and hope and pray that she cycles multiple times. How do I best do this? Well, I'm going to put my highest appeal card in the center. And for this instance, it's going to be Fes Kanata. And as you can see, the rest of my cards in my green strategy and my blue strategy are all based around getting more appeal onto my mainline scoring cards, which are Fes Koto, Fes Elia, and Nisho Yohane. I also have cheerleader Kanon, my own, in here, because as you will see, if both of the cheerleader Kanons go off, they basically give you a free extra gauge. Now, once again, like my Wonderful Rush scores, this is actually not my highest score. My highest score, somehow, I don't know how I did it, but it was 13.8 million. And as we talked about earlier, you can utilize Story Chapter 12 and Story Chapter 16 if you have good Smile attribute cards. Now, would I run this particular strategy in Story Chapter 12 and 16 with the Smile attribute gauge fillers? Smile attribute gauge fillers being Christmas Setsuna, New World Kotori, and Miracle Voyageo. It depends. It really depends on if your gauge fillers are at high enough bond levels, their bond boards are advanced enough, and if you can get away with playing the song without having to put in a stamina stick. It really helps not having to put a stamina stick into your formation, and knowing that the entire song you'll be fine with tapping and not having to worry about stamina as well. Now, as for me, I'm going to be continuing to play through these songs and try and increase my voltage rankings. But that's going to be it for me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I've been I Am the Shaz. Take it easy, everyone. I will see you next time. Bye.